नमस्कार। आज की मम की बात में आपका हार्दिक स्वागत है, जहां आज हम बात करेंगे डिफरेंट स्टाइल्स ऑफ पेरेंटिंग की।
क्योंकि पेरेंटिंग ऑनेस्टली पिंटरेस्ट बोर्ड पे नहीं होता, रियल लाइफ में होता है और आज हम वही डिकोड करेंगे।
और आज का फॉर्मेट थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है। इट्स मोर लाइक एएमए स्टाइल, आस्क मी एनीथिंग, बिकॉज हमारी कम्युनिटी में लॉट्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस केम आफ्टर साक्षी डिड अ वीडियो ऑन पेरेंटिंग, and we are going to go through all those questions one by one.
सो यू आस्क्ड एंड नाउ वी आर आंसरिंग देम।
और हम दोनों ने ये सब थोड़ा सा टू डीपली प्रोसेस किया है। सो अगेन, एज वी ऑलवेज से, नो फिल्टर्स and no judgment, just real conversations.
फ्रॉम वन मम टू द अदर।
So
लेट्स बिगिन।
let's begin. So first question we have today, Sakshi, is gentle parenting about removing rules or removing fear? It's confusing. Does it make me less of a desi parent?
या सो पहली बात तो जेंटल पेरेंटिंग स्टाइल इज नॉट परमिसिव पेरेंटिंग। ये बहुत बड़ा कंफ्यूजन है विच आई थिंक अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल फेस। अ लॉट ऑफ पीपल इवन मॉक ऑन टू जेंटल पेरेंटिंग कि ये तो परमिसिव पेरेंट है, ओ दीज आर द पेरेंट्स हु फॉलो जेंटल पेरेंटिंग, दे आर लेस ऑफ पेरेंट्स। नो, इट्स नॉट लाइक दैट। Gentle parenting doesn't mean that it is permissive parenting. Gentle parenting is basically having set boundaries, set rules, but with empathy, but with letting the child know that they are there, and of course, a little less of yelling, you know. So that is what gentle parenting is all about. It is not कि we give in to everything जो हमारा बच्चा बोले, वो नहीं है।
Yeah, I mean, we don't use fear as a tool, right?
Not at all. Fear is not a tool. Support, conditioning and boundaries are a tool. You set the boundary. आप choice दो कि अगर आप ऐसे करोगे तो ये होगा, वैसे करोगे तो वो नहीं होगा, और उस consequence से go through करो. Of course, अब consequences ऐसे भी नहीं होने चाहिए that the child is harmed in it, right? So as parents, you have to have a control that your child shouldn't get harmed in it. Let them basically build a confidence by choosing their consequences, and you set the boundaries. That is what gentle parenting
More
is.
like a FAFO parenting.
FAFO is different. Now, FAFO is like letting your... पहले सबको FAFO का मतलब पता है?
I don't want to even
Yeah.
say the words. I mean, it's going to be like beep, beep, beep,
Yeah, like
beep around
F, F around and find out.
Yeah.
So, FAFO is not what gentle parenting is. FAFO is like letting the child fend for the consequence of their decisions in the most extreme sense as well. जैसे कि उनको अगर जैकेट नहीं पहननी तो बाहर हमने दरवाजे के बाहर सर्दी में खड़ा कर दिया, बट अगेन नाउ यू आर jeopardizing the child's health. That is not gentle parenting, that is FAFO parenting, and that is not a good way of parenting. As a parent हमारा काम है ख्याल रखना बच्चों का, करेक्ट, कि उनको किसी तरह का हार्म ना हो, हम उनके लिए फिर भी सपोर्टिव रहे, लेकिन साथ में बाउंड्रीज मेंटेन करना, साथ में उनके डिसीजन मेकिंग को भी सपोर्ट करना. सो प्रॉबली वी कैन से कि अगर आप जैकेट नहीं पहनोगे तो हम बाहर नहीं जाएंगे. अब ये डिसीजन आपका है कि आप जैकेट पहनते हैं या फिर हम बाहर नहीं जाते हैं. लेट द चाइल्ड चूज.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
amazing because I remember from my childhood, we just had fear as a tool. There was no consequences, and it was like, बेटा जैकेट पहनो, नहीं तो ठंड लग जाएगी, नहीं तो पिटाई होएगी. So it was never consequence based or a choice based parenting.
And I don't think that we ever kind of questioned our parents, right? वो अलाउड ही नहीं था. दैट वॉज नेवर अलाउड. अगर मम्मी ने या डैडी ने कोई बात बोल दी तो वो फाइनल था. डू यू रिमेंबर दैट आंखों की शर्म?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, we could have the entire parenting just with our eyes. And mom would be like, and
That's it. Yes.
yeah. So I think, I hope.
This answered. Yeah.
Yes, this answered the question. But we have got another question which has come from the community, which says, मैं gentle parenting try करती हूँ, but मेरा बच्चा सुनता ही नहीं है. क्या मैं गलत कर रही हूँ या ये काम ही नहीं करता? Now, that's a very interesting question.
Yeah, that's a very interesting question. So we have to understand कि जो ये जो gentle parenting है, किसी भी तरह की parenting है, ये कोई switch तो नहीं है या कोई, it's not a software download, right? I mean, I wish कि बच्चे, you know, they came with a software upgrade where we could have just upgraded the software and, you know, they are all set. But
Toddler to young
unfortunately,
kids,
toddler
young kids to
kids,
teens.
version this and that, and they are programmed to do all of that. But
Yeah.
no, this is more about making a relationship with your child. Of course, it cannot be switched
On and off.
overnight.
Yeah.
You know, you have to build that relationship with your child. Of course, अगर आपने पहले कभी gentle parenting nahi kari hai, you will not instantly get it right. Maybe building that relation, building that confidence, building that trust with your child little by little will help you get into the groove of being a gentle parent and your child being parented gently. So this is very important.
And I also strongly believe for the mother who's asking this question is that if your child is not listening to you, it's not a failure of your parenting. I mean, like, it's just a child, you know, you just have to focus on building a relationship with the child. And obviously, kids are, you know, being wired to test our limits. So just be prepared that they're going to test your limit, but you also have to put your resolve into gentle parenting that, okay, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah.
This is what we're going to try. And we are going to be conscious about this style of parenting.
And very important for any kind of parenting, especially for parents today, because हम जानते हैं कि हम कैसी ही generation को बड़ा कर रहे हैं. Please, mothers, give yourselves that grace. This is also a very important part of gentle parenting, which is not discussed enough.
Yeah, true.
Please give yourself grace. It's okay if they are not listening at times, and it's okay if you want to give them some time off as well. That is very important. Give yourselves grace, regulate yourself, and then come back to the same thing. कभी-कभी even a hug works, and कभी-कभी बहुत सारी डांट भी काम नहीं करती है.
The next question that we have, I think it comes from the community of parents, but I think it's coming from a person who is living in a joint family. She says, मेरी सास कहती है gentle parenting की वजह से आजकल के बच्चों में discipline बिल्कुल भी नहीं है. बिना लड़ाई करे मैं अपनी सास को क्या जवाब दूँ?
उनको बोलो कि gentle parenting में boundaries होती हैं. Gentle parenting non-negotiable भी होती है. Gentle parenting में clear lines भी होती हैं. And honestly, बहन, you really need to take care and control of how you want to raise your child. I mean, हमने to all the mother-in-laws, हम आपकी परवरिश के साथ अपनी ज़िंदगी वैसे भी व्यतीत कर ही रहे हैं. तो please don't kind of lecture us on our parenting. I mean,
No, I
you
mean,
know.
I completely get your point
Yeah.
that ultimately you have to realize that you might be living in a joint family, but you're raising your own kids. So,
Exactly.
सुनो सबकी बट करो वही जो आपको ठीक लगता है as your own child and your own parenting style. So, respect सबकी करो. I mean, like, listen to everything. And कुछ भी काम ना करे तो हाँ जी कह के निकल लो.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what's best for your child. And firstly, you have to get your set of conscience right. That gentle parenting does not mean permissive parenting. ये मैं बार बार बोल रही हूँ, but ये बहुत ज़रूरी है. Gentle parenting का मतलब ये नहीं होता है कि हम अपने बच्चे की हर बात सुनेंगे. इसका मतलब ये होता है that we will listen to what our child is trying to say and then let them know what we are trying to say and meet them midway. तो ये बहुत ज़रूरी है.
And honestly, if you're living in a joint family and you have got too many stakeholders coming into picture and say, ऐसा मत करो, वैसा मत करो, सबको एक दिन चाय के लिए evening में बैठाओ और उनको समझाओ that I am a parent, this is my child, and this is going to be my parenting style, this is going to be my blueprint. If you have any questions, if you have anything, let's have a session, you know, let's have a chai pe charcha and just discuss it over there. But don't let them get involved in your parenting day-to-day basis. Don't let them question you in front of your child. Don't let your child be questioned in front of you, because that just dilutes the entire parenting.
I agree. This is a serious note. On a lighter note, क्या पता आपके घर का बंटवारा हो जाए. You finally get to live in your own house, having your own neutral.
We are not going to
family.
include this into edits,
Yeah.
guys. This is.
We should. Trust me.
Moving on, we have one more question, which is, I don't know why are we getting all these questions like I'm taking a zoology class, but yeah, let's go ahead. What is dolphin parenting? Everyone seems to be talking about it, and my friends are trying. Don't want to sound uncool asking them about it. I mean, like, honestly, even I don't want to sound uncool, but dolphin, like, are we going to a
Tiger.
SeaWorld?
So yeah. So dolphin parenting, interesting name, and no, it has nothing to do with SeaWorld. Dolphin is basically imitating the dolphin's nature. You know how dolphins are? They are warm, they protect, they care, they look out for. So the same thing there, where you have structure, where you have flexibility, but still you have rules and you have regulations. So that is what dolphin parenting is. It's another extension of gentle parenting, जहाँ पर आप अपने बच्चे को protect करते हैं. You are with your child, you are protecting your child, but at the same time, rules are there, but they are flexible enough. So this is what dolphin parenting really means.
A dialed down version of maybe helicopter?
Helicopter is when you're on your child's head all the time.
Oh, yeah.
No, it is a little different. It is like trusting your child, but being around without being very noticeable or without entering into their privacy areas, you know?
Okay, that
Yeah.
means discipline, rules, but with
Flexibility.
love, flexibility, and warmth.
Yes.
That's amazing. I'm going to try dolphin parenting. Another question that we have got from our P360 community is, मुझे structure चाहिए but मैं नहीं चाहती कि मेरे बच्चे मुझसे डरें. Balance कैसे बनाऊं? Ooh, this question is very interesting because I think all our parenting is all about डर, you know, from our parents. Mummy used to say, पापा आ जाएंगे उनको बात करेंगे. Papa would always say, मम्मी से बात करो मुझसे नहीं. So our parenting was all around this thing. What do you have to say about this, Sakshi?
So I want to say that, you know, structure का मतलब डर नहीं होता है. They're two very different things. Structure बनाना is parenting को सही direction में लेके जाना. लेकिन the moment डर introduces, जो you know we as parents feel कि okay fine, अगर डर establish कर दिया, like हमारे साथ होता था in देसी parenting, अगर डर establish कर दिया तो बच्चे हमें follow करेंगे. No, that's not true. Again, we are using fear as a tool. So let's not do डर here. We need to tell our children that this is the structure we want to follow. For example, कि आप स्कूल से आने के बाद कपड़े चेंज करेंगे, ये आपका स्ट्रक्चर है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल अगर आपने नहीं किया, then you won't go yelling at them or hitting them or grounding them. No, you can just say that if you don't do it, this is how it is supposed to be done. If you don't do it, then these are the consequences. List out those consequences. Logic-based consequences. Tell them, give them the reasons and explanations that why is it important for you to change after you come back home from the school or do whatever that you want them to do. Giving them reason is very, very important. A lot of parents, especially hum millennials, you know, we had never gotten that chance to actually been reason-fied. Like, you know, nobody gave us reasons. हमारे साथ ये था, अगर
मम्मी ने बोला
अगर हम कुछ भी बोलते थे, like I remember my mom saying that if I used to say, but mama, why? And she's like, because I have told you so.
Yeah, I said so.
Yeah, the I said so, I told you so side में, because beta, you are supposed to change after you come back from school so that the uniform doesn't get dirty, you can feel fresh wearing new clothes and start off with the day. Maybe start like that. And if you don't do it, you will probably get late for your class or you would miss on to your playtime or whatever. Give them those reasons, give them those consequences, let them choose and then follow through those consequences.
Very true, because in our cases, usually when we were growing up, it was always like कि ऐसा ही होता है, ऐसा ही होता आया है, you do not question. Like how many times we would ask them like, Mama, why are you doing this? And she was like, don't ask me these questions. This is how it is done. Yes, yeah. Ulta jawab diya, it would be, in the desi parenting would be like either the chappal or the thappad. So it was usually that.
Yes.
But let's move on. We have got one more question from a community, especially from MHQ. जब भी बच्चों को लिमिट टेस्ट करती हूँ तो गिल्ट फील होता है, जैसे मैं मीन हो रही हूँ. नॉर्मल है क्या ये? I know, the mum guilt.
Oh, the mum guilt. Listen, whoever has asked this question, let me say, ये बहुत normal है, and congratulations, you are a conscious parent because that is why you are asking us this. So this is battle half one. You are on the right track of parenting. It is very normal for us mums or in fact the primary caregivers to feel that kind of guilt और ये बिल्कुल जायज़ है. In fact, this is your GSA. हर एक mom का GSA होता है guilt feel करना, तो आप बिल्कुल right direction पर है. It's actually fine. So yes, you are doing absolutely right. I mean, कोई trophy नहीं है, लेकिन अगर होती तो आपको दे देते.
But I mean, like, yeah, I mean, limits love hai, it's like an entire therapy session in one go because I completely believe and trust you when you say that it's normal to feel guilt. Yeah, I mean, like, because we grew up in a very different kind of parenting style. So for us, even feeling that guilt कि यार मैंने अपने बच्चे को डांट दिया या मैंने अपने बच्चे को मना कर दिया, it's fine. I mean, like, we have to be a conscious parent and a present parent rather than just blindly following a parenting style.
And you know, sometimes, Isha, love equals limits. If you are loving your child, you will set limits because it's for their betterment. Of course, now I don't say that they are hard set limits and then they will be like, you know, yelled at or even beaten or they'll be dealt extremely. No, limit set karna bhi ek love ka hi, you know what we say, tough love, it's just that it's important. So please don't be guilty as a parent, as a mom. Please trust your instincts and go with it. And you're doing a good job, don't worry about it.
So अभी तक हम लोग ने gentle parenting की बात कर ली है, dolphin हो गया है, FAFO हो गया. I don't know. I mean, like, are we doing a parenting guide या zoology का syllabus? I mean, like, what What are we talking about?
We are doing a Nat Geo.
It
We are
feels like
doing a Nat
actual
Geo
documentary.
Yeah, no, Nat Geo
I'm sure. I mean, there
documentary.
must be something like jellyfish parenting also.
There is a jellyfish
What?
parenting, by the way. Yeah, there is a jellyfish parenting.
What's in jellyfish parenting? That who coins these terms? Is something I would love
yeah.
to know.
I think that, us parents, we are just so woke now as a community that we love coining terms and we love to kind of build on all of this. I feel हमारी देसी parenting का नाम अगर आज होता तो क्या होता Isha? What do you think? I
Buffalo parenting.
feel buffalo.
The way you heard the buffalo, buffalo parenting.
I have one better. The Bandar versus Madari parenting.
Circus parenting.
Circus parenting.
Yes.
जिसका बंदर उसी को मालूम होता है कि उसको कैसे नचाना
Oh
है,
yes,
right?
very true, very
So,
true.
yeah.
So I'm like,
Yeah, we were the circus
we apologize
parented.
to our parents,
Yeah,
but we did. When I look back, I think we were into circus parenting.
We were. बेटा डांस करके दिखाओ, वो वाली पोयम सुनाओ, and अगर नहीं सुनाए तो the
मेरा
आंखों
बंदर
का
तुम्हारे
डर,
बंदर से better कैसे?
मेरा yeah, exactly. And that आंखें जो दिखती थी.
Yeah.
Do you remember those?
Yo, those aankhein, I'm
Yes,
telling you.
Yeah.
Moving on, we have one more question from one of the other mums. Is one of the mum in my child's taekwondo class suggested tiger parenting when I congratulated her on her child's progress and asked how she manages discipline. Tiger mum, so I have definitely heard, but I mean, like, can you please explain what is tiger parenting?
So tiger parenting is nothing. It's basically, a parenting with high expectations, high standards, high discipline, goal oriented. मतलब उस goal के बीच में और कुछ नहीं आ सकता. मेरा बच्चा और वो गोल जो मैंने सेट कर दिया है, अब सारी डिसिप्लिन सब कुछ वहीं पर निकलेगा, नो फ्लेक्सिबिलिटी. दैट इज व्हाट टाइगर पेरेंटिंग इज. अ लॉट ऑफ ओवर एम्बिशियस पेरेंट्स who want to see their children up there. It's kind of happened in our time also. Remember when we were like, अरे डॉक्टर बनना, like it happened with me. डॉक्टर बनना है तो सिर्फ उसकी तरफ ध्यान दो. No sports, no बाहर आना जाना, nothing. Now you are just hell bent on studying 20 hours a day and 4 hours of sleep, and that is it. So this is a very classic example of tiger parenting, which a lot of parents are doing even today. I think also because, of course, they are ambitious, but also because the conditioning that they have gotten from their parents that if you want to achieve something in life, you need to be very, very cemented and very, very grit oriented. But here I want to differ. Tiger parenting doesn't obviously work, whereas it doesn't work, they may get results. आपका बच्चा हो सकता है कि सबसे बड़ा क्रिकेटर बन जाए या बहुत बड़ा डॉक्टर बन जाए, but टाइगर पेरेंटिंग डिसिप्लिन तो लाती ही है, लेकिन थेरेपिस्ट के साथ वेट लिस्ट में नंबर भी लाती है eventually.
So you mean to say that all the athletes and all the high performing people, they were tiger parented, or
Well, in our
combination?
generation, they were mostly tiger parented, but of course, exceptions are there. I can't be talking about everyone. As for our parenting, our generation, I would, even if you are an ambitious parent and you want your child to reach a certain level of maybe a sport or something, tiger parenting, maybe, but with a side of flexibility, with a side of love, warmth, boundaries, and even listening to your child. It's okay to miss a practice someday. It's okay to maybe have an ice cream one day and not be sticking to your regular sports diet. It's fine. So yeah, tiger parenting, not so much. Maybe flexible tiger parenting combination that we call, maybe dolphin and tiger ko mila diya jaye and maybe make another breed. Probably they'll come up with something hybrid. Yeah,
alien parenting, maybe, I don't know, whatever.
Alien.
I mean, I do that because now I remember something last year was when I was trying to push my child into a couple of, sports, and I was like, no, you have to be the best in this, you have to be the best in this. But he kind of pushed back and said, no, I don't want to do this. And no matter how much you push me, this is what it is. I will not be doing it. So I had to take a back seat and then kind of choose between gentle and dolphin.
There you are. You chose between, right? You heard your child, what he had to say. You heard your child, you understood, and maybe now you'll find another passion or any activity for him to belong in, which sets right with his ideas as well. And that is what actual conscious parenting should look like.
There's one more question which I am not from the community questions.
Your AMA?
Yes, it's my AMA, my personal AMA. Is that I was pushed into, the ambitious parents. My husband was also pushed into ambitious parents. So we both come from very high, very high performance and high result oriented. Whereas our child is extremely chill. He's like, this is my zone. Don't try and, come into it. And I'll do what I have to do in my time. So in this situation, do we curb our own expectations or we push the child into that direction?
Now, Isha, we are talking about two very different generation banks. The generation bank that you are talking, what you come from, I come from the same way. That was the parenting norm at that time. You know, you need to push your child, you need to force your child, you need the child to decide on the child's career as early as ninth grader, like 13, 14 years. And the route was set that the child had to walk through that route. When we talk about our kids now, the world has evolved. Their schools have evolved. Academics have evolved. The way they're treated outside is evolved. And they are behaving on that nuances. Now, yes, we do get mismatched because our conditioning says otherwise. And our blueprint that we are building is in total contradiction.
Very true.
So it's just that I think what our children are going through right now, the chilled atmosphere, the listening parents, the flexible parents, the reasoning parents, the logical parents, that's the right way. Because trust me, they'll have much lesser therapy bills than we have.
I hope so. And thank you for that, Sakshi. But moving on, this is also a very important question, which tests the couple's limits, I guess. This is the question which we have got from our P360 community. It says, मैं अपने बच्चे को हार्ड पुश करती हूँ क्योंकि मैं उसके लिए बेस्ट एक्सपेक्ट करती हूँ, लेकिन मेरे हस्बैंड कहते हैं कि मैं बहुत ज़्यादा इंटेंस हो रही हूँ. I mean, who is right in this scene?
I think both of you are right. Both of you are right to expect whatever you both are expecting. In fact, this is the right way. It's not about kiski expectation sahi hai ya galat hai. The major thing is balancing the combo. Firstly, your relationship, like, come to a conclusion that the child is important, not who's right and who's wrong. Everything should work in accordance with the child. So you both are right. One is right for expecting what they want to expect, like mostly the mothers are that way. For me, it's the other way around. I'm the chill parent. My husband is a little bit of stricter parent. But, and your husband is like, be a little easy on him. It's fine. Just find a balance. It's basically building a connection with your child. Do whatever you want to do with your child. Set boundaries, but not restrictions in a way that curbs the child to open up to you. Communication is very important. Reasoning is very important. And in doing so, you will automatically realize that you have softened a little bit and your child has started understanding your expectations a little bit. So don't keep your expectations to a sacred level that nobody can break them. Please be flexible. They are children at the end of the day. And just be flexible with them. That's very important.
Yeah, I get a lot of comments from my husband is that let's play good cop and bad cop. I just say that for me it doesn't work whether it's a good cop or bad cop because there are extreme ends of both kind of parenting. So I think as you rightly said, balancing is the key. Moving on, I think this is again from a person who is in a the joint family setup. घर में देसी expectations हैं और मैं कुछ अलग तरह से parent करना चाहती हूँ. दोनों कैसे balance करूँ? I think we responded to this question earlier, but let's
so
do this
basically
again.
अपने culture को honor करना and conscious parent बनना ये दोनों opposites नहीं है. You can still do both these things while doing it. अपने culture को honor करना, you are bringing your traditions, the good parts from it, and being a conscious parent, bringing the logic today that you have learned, what you have gained through experience, even as a child. Like I used to think that when I will be a mom, I will not do this or I will not do that. Bringing that into context, yet bringing the good things from your culture also in it. It can both have a similar good amalgamated effect on your child. It does. They are not two opposite things. They can be easily built into one thing. So just be conscious of the words that you use. I feel that our Desi parenting was very right in a lot of ways. Also, had it been a little less harsher and a little more explanatory, a little more reasoning, like, that would have been given to us.
Inviting.
It was, a little more inviting, a little more love showing. I don't think so that in our Desi parenting, we were used to going and hugging our mothers and fathers every time we felt scared or every time we felt overwhelmed. I think agar wo hota, to acha hota. But discipline, maintaining those boundaries, again, is a very Desi parenting thing. So let's just take from best of both worlds and put it together, respect and honor your culture, take the best bits from there, and the blueprint of conscious gentle parenting from now and just make it work for you.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you really want to put it together, is that carry forward the good parts of it, lose the traumatic parts of it, and evolve into something which works for you. Because in the Desi households also, it's just like they think that their way of parenting was the best way
The
of
best
parenting.
way,
But,
yeah.
you know, the world is evolving, we are evolving. So just put the Charles Darwin's evolution theory into practice and evolve with the world and with your child.
Do you want to explain the Charles Darwin now? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Google it, Google
Google
it,
it,
please. Yeah,
please.
yeah.
And we have got one more question, Sakshi, for us is, जब मैं पेरेंट करती हूँ तो अपनी मम्मी की आवाज़ सुनती हूँ मेरे दिमाग में, क्या ये बुरी बात है? This is
मैं भी अपनी मम्मी की आवाज़ सुनती हूँ. I think all of us, especially the girls who are primary caregivers now, who are mothers themselves, they all listen to this मम्मी की आवाज़ की अगर मेरी मम्मी होती तो ये बोलती. So it is absolutely normal. That's because you have lived more than half of your life in your parents' house with your mother, telling you things, and now you are living the same scenarios with their own child. So it's absolutely normal. Now the point is, how do you want to act on that mother's voice? Do you want to replicate her voice and her actions, or you want to rebuild that relationship? You want to rebuild or redo things the way probably you would have liked to be done with you. Now that's a choice that you need to make, but it's absolutely normal to hear your mother's or your father's voice in your head.
And it's almost very true that this is a kind of conscious voice that continues to play behind our brains and behind whatever we do. Like, हमारी मम्मी होती तो ऐसे करती, हमारी मम्मी होती तो ऐसे करती. And consciously or unconsciously we bring, you know, अगर आपकी नानी यहाँ पर होती ना, तो she would have done like this. This is
I do it.
something we actually do a lot. But just remember that you are an adult now, you are a parent yourself, you're a mother yourself, you know, and you're going to carry forward a legacy which you're going to build from scratch. So listen to that voice for sure, but what you want to carry from that voice is very, very important.
And also remember that your voice one day will be in your own child's ear, ringing like your mother's voice is ringing in your ear when your child is parenting their child. So base your decisions on that.
And that brings us to the end of all the questions, Sakshi.
Wow.
And my point would be something that, you know, there is no perfect style of parenting. You know, you can be a conscious parent, you can be a gentle parent, you can be a combination of maybe, I don't know, jellyfish or dolphin and a tiger. But I think it's a very one-on-one relationship that you have with the child. And it's a very unique, you know, very bespoke solution that actually works only to that child and you as a parent. So no matter what happens around you, you learn to, you know, accept your child the way it is and build your own parenting style.
I would just say that leave behind the word jargon of tiger, dolphin, this, that, whatever parenting, or even if you want to just maybe fluff out your conversations a little and flex your knowledge, maybe just Google it or chat GPT it, it's fine. But you built your own parenting style.
Coin your own terms.
Yeah, coin your own terms. Be a conscious parent who listens, who's present all the time for your kid, actual present, who is available to embrace their fears, let them know that they always have your back. It is not conditional. It is very important, at least for us who come from the Desi parenting style, कि हमारा success होना, हमारा successful होना या हमारे life में कहीं पहुंचना benchmark नहीं है प्यार का. Love needs to be unconditional. And let your children know that. Hug them, love them, tell them that you love them anyway. If they do well or not. Of course, you'll be more happy if they do well, but that is not the measure for your love for them.
Yeah.
Just be on their team always, and that should be your parenting style, the conscious parenting style, where you are bothered about your children's mental health first, and then obviously physical health and their overall development. That is what it is. So leave behind the jargon and just parent from your heart and your mind.
Just remember that you are their biggest cheerleaders, whether they win today or they don't win today. I mean, just remember that they need to know that you showed up and you showed up consciously, and they can always rely on you when they want you to be the biggest cheerleader.
Exactly. Just be their biggest safety net, not for today, not for tomorrow, but till the time you exist in the world.
Yeah, it's kind of project that you can never deliver. So it will always be there, you know, in progress with you forever. So whether you're becoming a parent now or maybe a grandparent in the future, this stays with you.
और सबसे बड़ी बात, please don't forget to give a pat on your back because you are doing exceptionally well as a parent. Give yourself that grace. और आजकल वैसे भी बच्चों को पैदा करके उनको पालना बहुत ही बड़ा काम है. Don't you think so, Isha?
Oh, very true.
Yeah,
I
it is. So
completely.
you are doing that, and that's a major feat. You're doing great. Give yourselves that grace, and
Keep yourself motivated.
yes, please.
And ये थी आज की मम की बात. From one mom to mom. मिलते हैं अगले एपिसोड में. Thank you. Bye.